I mean, take your time. It's not as if I was ready already, you know, all day. That is new, though. Interesting. Sorry, I'm seeing things in things. God damn. Oh, I am slow. I mean, it will be slow today, that's for sure. That is for sure. Good job on not landing. You did good. Yeah, that's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. How was your day? How's everything? How's all day? I mean, it's the usual question. I don't know. You said give me a second. I don't know if it's like a second because you need to do something, or it's because you can't hear me, which is an option, or if it's something different. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. Have no clue. Is this working? No, it's not.
It's muscle time!
I knew. Maximilian, hi. Welcome on in. You do that when I'm not even ready. Not even ready. God damn. Alright. How have you been, Max? It's been a while. It has been a while. Now you're here? Good. Well, welcome back. Welcome in. I don't know. That's all that. Weekend has been okay. A lot of work. I've been comparing my haircut to things. Right? Specifically here, if I'm looking at you like right there, right? Cool? You good? Wait, 1 second. I think that's that that is, to me, the most accurate representation that we can have. It is so close, and yeah. So there's that, and then the it's that survival. Hi, we'll call it. Obviously, that. I mean, I don't have the other than that, we good. Other than that, we good. Everything is fine. No issues, no problem. I'm happy. But yeah, no, weekend has been pretty good. I've done a ton of things as expected. It is, if you have been here and you've seen the title of the stream, you may have seen a new command, which is the Pornhub command, obviously, right? It helps. And it brings you to the product hunt page, which, as of right now, we are currently sitting at place 11 out of I don't know how many. But yeah, 11 placements, 77 of votes, which is pretty cool for me as someone that doesn't have anything. And yeah, the app is finally live. It it it's available. You can download it if you're on iPhone. I mean, you could from the beta testing session earlier, but now when you download it, you get this. And I mean, not this. You get this. if you download it from the test light session, which means that you at the top you have the two buttons that are important for me, which is please get the fuck out of the test light and go into the official app. Would be good, and and also support us on Product Hunt, which is useful if you want to do that. But yeah, the test light is gonna slowly migrate, and yeah. I mean, you haven't been here in the past 2.5 months, 3 months, and this took me 2.5 months, 3 months to build. So that's the reason. That is the reason. But yeah, anyone that has an iPhone and has been on the beta testing should have received an update today. I mean, I tried to push that yesterday and I forgot something, so it arrived a bit later. But yeah, should have received that update, which has the two elements at the top that basically give us everything. Crutch, hi, welcome on in. Thank you for the shout out.
Crutchcorn raided my stream with 16 viewers.
I appreciate the shout out earlier today. I was not streaming, but yeah, thanks a lot. I hope your stream was well and good and all of that. Yeah. For those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm AO, I'm the helping designer. If you have any design question, feel free to ask, as always. We are happy because I released my first app as a designer. I did nothing. I coded the entire thing in Swift using AI, and it's now live on Product Hunt and the App Store. Yay to me! So yeah, that's what we're kind of talking about today. It's the release day, and hoping for success. I doubt it, but that is the app in question. It's a Japanese learning app, so if you're into Japanese and you want to learn things specific to what you are interested in, this is the app for you. I'm going to turn into a salesman for a second. I'm not. I hate it. Product Hunt is a platform for hunting product. It's how can I explain that? Have a good sleep. Thanks a lot for the raid, Corbin. Take some time, and yeah, enjoy the sleep. Eat something before, if you haven't, all that. But take some time. I appreciate the raid, as always, Yeah, Product Hunt is a platform to kind of boost launch of products in a way that kind of could help. So for people that don't really have communities or other things, people can look at newer products that are coming out and then have or discover new things. The majority, I would say, of the things on Product Hunt right now are AI related content and other productivity tools, usually. And having like a Japanese learning app in the middle is kind of weird. So I don't think it will do great there. But also, we never know. So that's the thing. But yeah, that's the app. You have access to all of the regular characters for the beginners, hiragana, katakana, and then advanced or more intermediate, which are the radicals. The kanjis, obviously, kanjis are going to be the most complex ones. And after that, you have the core of the app, which is the dictionary, and in there is the main point of the app, which is when you have Duolingo, for example, or any other apps that exist or books, you are forced to learn things that you don't give a shit about. As in Duolingo for good months, and I was learning about school and how to say which years or which school year I'm at, what is my current major, what is my most interesting subject that I'm learning in school. And I'm like, the school was 15 years ago for me. I can't, I don't, I don't care about that. So this is the main reason why I built this app, which have now dictionaries for things that make sense. The design dictionary being like the free design or free dictionary in the app as a default, because it's for designer by designer. And then in there you have like things that makes more sense for designers. So that's the that is the point. And as of today, I don't think it's going to be visible for real, but as of today we have this thing right there, which is the daily challenge ish thing, which will bring more, how can I say that, rewards to the free users, and also not necessarily just the free users, but like for every users. And that's the thing I just thought it would be interesting to have. Basically ensuring that anyone that is on the free plan can have more use of the app by doing some of the daily challenges, if that makes sense. So yeah, Gina, hi, welcome in. Welcome back. How are you? So that is new. That is pretty good. Kind of sad that it now, from what I'm showcasing, has this big ass thing at the top for any pages, but we're there. Also, Matt, I saw your message and then I said hi in my head, and I didn't say it out loud. So welcome on in. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. So yeah, so we are currently at 78. I appreciate it. Which is not like good nor bad. I don't know why. That makes no sense. That whole thing makes no sense. My whole internet makes no sense. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, that. Anyways, we have these products. Like I'm to answer your question, we have these products that have launched today, and I'm kind of at the bottom of the list. Some of them have been promoted, therefore they have a lot more likes, which is really bad, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's going up based on comments and replies and other questions asked in the product rather than likes, even though likes and upvotes make sense. Having like some interactions kind of rank you. So I don't really know how it works. I don't really care to know how it works, but it's there. So we're there. And also TapTap has been here. TapTap is another product. God damn, everything is broken today. TapTap is another macOS app that I've been following on Twitter, and it is basically something that helps you organize your tabs. And it's a pretty good product, I think. It's just not free. It has a free option, but it's not free. So, I don't like that. I may have lied, to be honest, on mine, because God, what the fuck is happening with Product Hunt and my computer? Everything on my internet is just bad. I say it's free, which is true. You can use the app for free, but there is a unlimited version for not free. So I don't know. Debatable. And then on the other side of things, because Chris, hi, welcome in. Still, you're not there. I don't get it. You're supposed to be like right here, which you kind of are, but right now nothing works. Also, it's annoying. It's as if like there is something. Gothic, hi. How are you? Thanks for the drink. And also, how is your stream? I don't know if you've ended up there. I popped in like for a second and a half. You didn't notice. I see. I see. Yeah, that. Yeah, I don't understand how this is working or not working. Yeah, I I don't know if it's because I have this running locally, which is an option. Been working on that for a second. Um, it's kind of sad. Yes. If you decide to send nudes, that happens. That's the icon, you know. I mean, you may not know. It is working. Yeah, I don't. It is not working. That's crazy. That's like not visible. It's as if I was disconnected or not connected. Which makes no sense. I mean, I am disconnected, but I mean on the other side. Nonetheless, you're supposed to be here. Your profile picture is there usually, and then nothing is in there. There is only 5 comments, which is not true because there is like more comments than that. But I can only see 3. I don't get it. A good streak, Gothic. Alright, so it's not just me. Cool. So if everything is broken, we good. We good. Going back to this, because I've been working on that. Stony has been asking for this for a while. A lot of you have been asking for this for a while as well. This is
Mom!
the Mom UI kit, and there is no actual like app or platform that you can use to navigate and look for the icons that you are looking for. Stony, hi, welcome on in. So this is the thing that I needed to do a while ago, and now it has basically the 3 styles in all of these icons. I can also change the default at 1.5 and the 2 heavy line icons if that is something that is needed. I don't know. And it also has this kind of useless thing, but still there, which works, which is pretty good. I have like a bit of a duotone icons type of things. So that's something. That's done. And it does things. If you look for ass, you get some ass. But you also get some glasses, because you need the glasses to look at the ass. You know, that's that. That's the reason. But yeah, that works. It kind of doesn't scale properly, and I don't know why. But yeah, as far as now, it's a start. Okay. It's made in Vite, I think. And as always, I have no clue what happened. But everything is in there, and it's somewhere kind of. It's in React, but it's using Vite as a base structure. It's also using Radix as a color scheme and component scheme, I think. I have no clue. I don't know. I asked the thingy and it works. That's it. That's all I did. I don't know. Yeah. So that's the base. That's the base, Stony. If you wanted to have something for the icons and look for the icons, we have starting something. right? I guess the next step would be to have an on click that potentially just copy paste the name, I think. Um, but yeah. I think that would be the easiest thing. Like you click unplugged, it just copy that into your
Omicorn is now following.
things. Omicron, hi, welcome in. How are you? Who are you? Did you find the stream? Thanks a lot for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. What did I say? Yeah, that. So yeah, I try to organize them by folders. They already are organized by folders, but I wanted to have like some sort of dividers type of thing, and it didn't work. So yeah, welcome on in. Thank you for chatting. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. As far as now, I don't know how it works. I don't know what to do, and I don't know what I can ask or what I need. And every time that I try to do something, it just breaks. Right now, the thing that I've been fighting with is this bitch ass width, the width of 90 v width or viewport width. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I want the thing to be 100% and flex through 100% with a big gap of 24, and that's not what's happening. It just the gap is not gapping, as you can probably tell right here, like that's not gapping, and yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. I see. What are you working on? Or what do you work? What is work? Don't use grid to make it flex. You're saying that instead of having a display grid, I should just have a display flex wrap? Instead, it is the case. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The thing is, 100 VW is just weird. It kind of breaks, but also, like, it puts this not centered, which is really weird to me. But yeah, that kind of fixed the thing. Appreciate it, Story. Thank you. 8 rems is a lot. He's saying that I could calc that, and then you say that I should have a margin left and right auto. So instead of having a margin 0, I should have a margin auto for everything. It's still not centered. I mean, this is centered, but this isn't. I don't like it. Like that section is smaller than that section. It's weird. It is weird. Some infrastructure stuff. Platform infrastructure DevOps engineer. People have different understanding about this. Yes. As someone that is a designer, homie, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what you're talking about. But I have a vague understanding of what it is. The thing is, for me, infrastructure and DevOps, they work together, but they're not the same thing. As in, DevOps is broader than infrastructure. But I get it. So yeah. You know, I know I'm starting the grind. The grind. The grid icons, I I want to not style that. You know. Which is probably gonna be the max width, or just the width, by the way. With 100% should work, might work. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't. If I do the same calc, no. Sorry. Yeah, that's centered. You know, I know. I know. I don't. Search input color pick to that. Like these three things. Here. Search color, stroke width. These things should, might, shall need to be inside of a div. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Heh. Yeah. It is a womp womp indeed. I don't know. I don't know. I also had like a bit of a hard time to get like this fucking header to be good. It's not centered to the viewport. It is centered to its container, which we can't really see container things. But yeah. Like it's half centered. It's probably because my screen is too small. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's a pretty good description. I think I think when I met the term DevOps the first time, I my brain made a connection with Black Ops as Call of Duty, Black Ops, whatever, because ops, and then after that it just made the usual link, which is oh, ops is just means operation, and after that, yeah. So to me, it's just a tactical thing for devs. That's what my brain said. So you do whatever the fuck is asked of you to do, but you do it good. So yeah, I think that connection works. What you said? Open the dev tool and click the flex button on the parenting div. And the grid button. What? Oh, this. It's probably this, to be honest. Like knowing where things are. Like it's probably that thing that has a padding of 2 rams right there. Right? That's that. Yeah. Yeah. It's not left only, it's everywhere, but it's yeah. But now it's not centered. Yep. Yeah, so that's DX, right? I mean, that's what we say. No, I only had a left green bar because the other side didn't show, but it is like basically when I was here, it that thing has padding around the entire thing. It's just like it's bigger. The 100 VH, the 100 VW, 100 width. God damn it! And it's pushed, so you can't see the other side. That's what I'm saying. If I'm doing this, uh, that one should have both sides, and then now I have another thing on the side. That just doesn't necessarily work. So, you know. All that. The thing is, as always, these makes no sense. Like I can 100% come in here and change things, but that's not gonna help me find where it is here. I need to change that first. What I said was the main container has the padding of 2 rams, which is what we need to get out of here. It also you say what? Remove the 100 width. Both of them, I'm guessing. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess. I mean, kinda. It's probably some of the paddings things that are not necessary, but I still have for some reason. A reason that I do understand. But, you know, the search input is going to be this. These 3 things are going to be good. And then my grid is supposed to have no padding? Like the grid itself, I mean, the grid itself needs padding on the sides, and it has a margin auto, which is pretty simple, I guess. Also, for those of you who are devs and looking at a designer trying to figure out code, I'm sorry about that. I can't help it. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I have a container somewhere. I think it's either in the app CSS or in the in the index .css somewhere that I have like the full width and that, you know, that kind of breaks everything ish. I think. That isn't. Yeah, and that is the case because it's not like it is centered, but the grid itself cannot be centered because of how it has been defined, which is this. Cool. So now I need to flex center the grid, I think. So in my display flex things, I think brain working. It's either align content center or justify content center or middle. I'm gonna attempt, maybe, do that. Yeah, that's the thing. We're good. We're good. I just use CSS and you can see. What's that? You want that in a as a um, brain? You want that in the CSS? That's what basically you're saying. Like add this to your CSS so that you can use the dot width available and add that to any container. That is debatable. Debatable. You would do that to any, like anywhere, like there. What the fuck happened? Shit, that's the wrong button. I feel like I made a mistake right here, just by removing something or putting something in. That sounds kinky. Yeah. And then you said that, and then you can also apply these where you use them, but the utility is easy. Yes, it is. So going back to where this is, how? That is going to be my question. Like, is it style.div dot something, or is it grid dot w, or is it here? I know that here makes no sense, knowing that the code is tiny. Sorry, you need this to see the code. I forgot. Not that you care, but you know. That's not a thing that I know. You know that. You know that this words means nothing. At all. So it's there. That's what you're saying. Like you would have the header and then in there you have the styles or the icon grid things. Ugh. That sounds weird. I don't think I like that. Grayson, hi, welcome in. It is. I know that. I don't need to like admit it. I'm telling you. Again, you're saying words that I don't know. Like I understand what you mean by adding them to my class content, but I don't know what it means. See what I'm saying here? Like, yeah. Damn. Like, I don't know how to use it. Let's say that. I don't know how to use the thing that you said to use. It just weird to me. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. The thing is working, which is what we need. Right? The basics works. Also, obviously, yes, the adult 18 plus thing. Yeah, that makes no sense. Weekend was good. Weekend was pretty good. A lot of work happened to ensure that this release of the app has released. And then yeah, now it's there and it's available, and you can go online and be a kind human and press the button and add some comments, interact with the page. Or then, if you're interested in it. If you're not interested in it, I mean, I get it, I appreciate it, but makes more sense if you know what the app is about. And if you don't, God damn, I'm seeing things that I shouldn't see. So, that's a lot of yeah. You can also add at the top of your index.css the following before after box sizing for the box to handle. It will handle width and padding margin differently. By default, the real width of an element is the sum of width plus padding plus margin plus corners. Oh, not corners, but like plus borders, I think. And with this property, the padding margin is subtracted from the width, so no horizontal overflow. I see. Which is the base things we usually have here, right? Have a good rest of your day, Grasu. Take care of yourself. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, as always. As always. But Aurel, hi. Welcome on in. Thank you for chatting. I appreciate that. Let me reread that. Because, you can also add the thing at the top. Is this yeah, I do remember that the star sign is basically like anything for whatever. The question that I have is that is it good practice to have? Like, like to take that into consideration when you're building things? Maybe. But right now it does this. Alright. Appreciate it. Sorry. Laughing at the fact that the first thing that anyone sees is just yeah. Dicks everywhere. That's what we do. That is the things. Let me remove that. Just to see. I doubt it. But it does work. Yeah. It does work. Watch me lurking. Hi. Walk on in. Have a good lurk. I hope you're good. It's good. It works. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Drink! Fair point. Fair point. Ah. I think I've seen that. Josh is good. I've been following Josh for a long time now, just because I love the Playmobil avatar that he has, but also like the website that he has for explaining things is pretty cool. And then Kevin is also good for that. Doesn't change the fact that I don't know what I'm doing, so it doesn't help. The question. Okay, question. Doesn't it conflict to an extent with the other things? I know that makes no sense. But like, doesn't it conflict with the Radix CSS that has been implemented? I mean, it is implemented afterwards, and that I get it. I get it, right? It's basically the index.css is going to be the first implementation, therefore it resets everything, and then Radix is just on top. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah. To be honest, I don't. I didn't set up anything. Right? I just I pressed this and I said, let's go, do that. That's all I did. That's it. Nonetheless, this whole thing from Gavin is going to be basically replacing what you have here, right? The first section that you have given me, which is the default, is basically replaced with all that. I guess my secondary question now, because obviously I have more, if you have something that says HTML, class scheme, hanging punctuation, whatever, all that, that is resetting, like defined resetting, and then later in the file resetted, isn't that gonna give us like a jerk movement as a reset, like reset set type of thing? Because the reset target directly tag name, so it will be ignored when you apply class actually. I see. So it is recommended to basically just do that, to have everything, and then, like, I mean, not that reset all that thing, and then just play with it, right? Like just that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking. I feel like, yeah, things may have some resetted stuff already, but yeah, I don't know how things have been organized in this whole concept. There's not much that makes sense when it comes to like these layouts of like syntax. The TypeScript syntax of the HTML is just weird to me. So I don't know. I don't know. does make certain things easier when you do add stuff that gets impacted by this. I see. So, for example, the grid slash padding margin things from earlier. I see that. I see that. 1 second. This is bad. Where is my fucking header? I mean, now that you're here and I'm here and I have questions because we're talking about code, what's this? What is the top, left, right? Are these paddings? Or are these something else? I thought it was like padding top, padding left, padding right, or margin. It is positioning. To ensure that it's always full width. Isn't that the width 100%? Like, that's weird. That's weird to me. If we have width 100%, yeah. Question, I mean, I have brain is asking question on top of questions. Chris, welcome back. If I have the width 100%, but I have the placements of left and right at, like, I don't know, let's say 80, left, right, 80, 80, whatever, right? Because that makes sense for some reason. Does it do like 80, 80, and then the entire thing takes 100% of the remaining size? I don't know. I know I could just do that to see what is selected, not selected, all that. Yeah. Hey. The thing that I was looking for is the header. I need to have some sort of padding margin. Padding of 2 rems at the bottom, I guess. Or padding of 1 rem around. Maybe 2. Just so that I have a bit more space around it. Yeah, like that. The anchor point of an element is the top left. Yeah, that I know. And position. Oh, the positioning of the top and left places that corner relatively to the first relative position. Parent same for right and bottom. I'm sure I'm missing some understanding in there. I know that the anchor point is always in top left. That's yes. The thing that I don't understand is the right. Like, is it? Like, if I have, makes no sense. I need visuals. If I have my container here, and I place this top left, which is where its anchor point is, right? Which is the same thing as this right there. I mean, technically, if I move them both together, it's positioned 0, 0. Cool. If I do left 80, it's gonna move left 80. Though if I do right 80, is it gonna just do that? Or is it taking the right point at 80, which is like doing that? I don't know. Hit a div that is an absolute taken out of the flow of the document, you can say I want it 20 pixels from the left and 20 pixels from the top. I'm trying to wrap it around, it makes no sense. If you do right 80, it will be left 0, right 80. So if I do that, and I just do this, because it makes more sense, bitch. If I do left 80 and right 80, bitch, dang, it does this. That's what you're saying, which is pretty true. But right now I did top 80 as well, which is not what we're talking about. But if I just do 0, it's just there, and then so it's basically margin slash padding. And this is width auto, yeah. Yeah, and if it wasn't this, if it was like fixed, this size, it would just do that. And the 80 would be, I guess, the minimal things. Yeah, no, basically auto layout is, yes, I do want to see. Yes, for sure. For sure. To me, Flexbox and auto layout and CSS is kind of the same thing. It's not exactly the same thing, but like the understanding of how it works. It's the same logic in my head. So that makes sense, you know. But I get it, how annoying it might be. That's cute. Parfait. What?
Bad AOA, bad.
Damn. That is... What? Give me a transition? Sure. I mean, sorry for the one of you that have epilepsy. I forgot you existed. I hope you're good. I mean, if you not, you can't say anything. You're on the floor. But if you're good, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna be more gentle. All right. My bad. My bad. Yeah, I know. At least you can type. That's pretty impressive. If you want some feedback, Grizz, on this, I like the concept of it, the terminal-ish type of things. That's pretty good. I don't think you go for terminal, but it still kind of works. On this specific thing, I do understand why you did that, and you're saying that you haven't done the entire thing, but remove it every time. Think, research, design, analyze. Think it, research it, design it, analyze it is harder to read. Whereas think, research, design, analyze is pretty easy to just internalize and go through in one swoop. It's an interesting visualization, and other than the fact that the font is not good to me, yeah, I feel like it needs more definitions, if that makes sense. So recognize the problem and solution. That's not necessarily what you do in thinking. The problem solution is most going to be in research, at least for me, in my flow of process. Doesn't mean that you have the same. I don't. No. I'm gonna say the serifs and the alignments are just not good. Like, why the fuck do you have this bitch ass, tiny ass right there? Why? And then nah. Anyways, forget about it. Other than that, right? And then that it just repetition, not so good. The content underneath, as I said, I think it should or might be better if it was a tad bit more rephrased. Have a good walk. I mean, you can use something else if you want a serif fonts. If you want something, I mean, to me, with this being more or less a dev-coded portfolio, which is not entirely your case, but is kind of your case, I would go with Figma code because it would work. It's still serif. It's a bit of a slab, to be honest, and it works. But you know, it would be easier to read for most people. Anyways, not what I'm talking about or trying to say. My eyes are good. I know some people that don't have eyes that works that well, and this is tiny. So I would have it here, which is like 125% by default, to ensure that everything is readable. That would be my first tip for the content. And then, sorry for the flash. Here, I really like that concept. Like it is really good as a concept of showcasing the project. I wish the zone of hover was bigger. Like right now, it is really much the row itself, and each of your rows are gonna be, as far as now, extremely thin. So you will have a lot of flashes or different things pop in the view when you are hovering the entire content, if that makes sense. Other than that, that's pretty good. Then the process, I would have like more content inside of it, and then the info is pretty good. The picture that you have right here, which is yourself, I think. I'm not saying that it's not entirely the best picture that you may have of you, but it might not be. As the first thing. The second thing is, in the newer version of Framer, in some of the latest version of Framer, you have a new plugin called Dither. Dither. I never know how to pronounce that thing. Which gives you the same effect, the same visual effect that you have added on your picture, and you could have that as a add an addition. So like in there you have the dither effect thingy, and that could be used on top of the image. I don't know if it's free. It seems to be free, and I don't know if it's an effect that can be added and or modified on hover, for example, or if it's just like an image application. If it's just an image application, I don't know if it's useful, but if it's an effect that can be triggered and or control on hover, you could have like something a bit more interesting in that department. So that effect here, and I know that there is a second one, which is this one, which allows you to have, I think, more animations in there. So that could be interesting. There is a ton of examples for these effects, and there is a ton of portfolios that already use these effects. But based on what you already have on your side, that's why I'm going there. The me as a French, I'm gonna say that to you. It really shows where you're coming from.
Shape of Veil just resubscribed for 5 months. How are we doing tonight?
We're good. We're pretty good. Welcome back. Thanks a lot for the resub, Veil. Appreciate it. 5 months is a lot of months, as far as I know. You may have the interest of this, Veil. Maybe, I don't know. Just this link is going to be spammed in chat today, and thank you for checking in. It just doesn't work. I don't get it. It is yeah. The check-in, for some reason, I don't. Chicken just don't want to work, even though the browser source is there. It's supposed to be running. I think it doesn't, but Stony works. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think what's happening is the internal clock off. The browser source doesn't work because it's OBS based, and therefore it doesn't host for each thing. I should rename the thing chicken. Yes, instead of check-in. I don't know. I don't know why you worked, but like Grizz didn't, and I does not. Anyways, it is my code. Yes, it is. Nonetheless, this is really Algerian of you, Grizz. That's what I'm going for. As a French person that is also Algerian, kind of. That picture, sadly, it's really Algerian of you, which is kind of not bad, but connoted, which it might not be good. I don't know. You decide. The other thing that I'm not liking about the font right there is the line height, and also the readability of that font is kind of complicated at that size, and I'm already zoomed in. I don't think you should use like a more professional photo, but a photo that is not you in the cold. Like this is you in the cold. That's all it is. So I don't know if it's still up. It's not. God damn it. I'm not saying that these are the most professional pictures, but they are thumbnails from videos, and you have like a bit more interactivity with them. When you click the play button, something will happen. But other than that, like the picture of myself is always like a thumbnail. Therefore, you are expecting it to move. So that's the first thing. The second thing is going to be we're going to need to go on Webflow directly because that's is where we need to go. Come on. No, not that. God damn it. These bitches. This specific one, I guess. Which they change every fucking buttons. It's not good. Also, we are one away. Appreciate that. It's not good, but it's cleaner than if I had my outside picture, if that makes sense. Like here I have, yes. Here I have a picture of me looking professional. It's not the case, but professional because I have a shirt. The shirt has cats on it, but it has a shirt. And that's okay. Whereas if I go on that, I guess it's gonna be the easiest way. If I go with these, that's different, right? That is a different type of picture. And if I go into some of the older pic, like for me, the picture that you have is as if you had this picture to showcase yourself, which fine, but it's not, you know, and it's not the best. It's not saying that it's bad, but it's just like you could find something that is more appropriate for job. I would have that as my profile picture if I could. Like it's 100%. I would. I can't. But that's how I'd feel. Like if I have this, I think I have this one on LinkedIn. I think this is my LinkedIn profile pic, which is sending a signal that is really weird. As in, you see me with a backpack traveling, so you know I'm not gonna be in the office ever. Like that's the mental signal that some people will have, as in, oh, that person is just traveling all the time. And so traveling so much that they are showcasing that they are traveling on their LinkedIn. So I need to take that into consideration. Same thing for profile picture on a portfolio. That is all I'm saying. That's it. That's it. I've used this one for a while, but it's the same thing. It's the same concept, the same idea. It's okay, but it's not good. I still use it though. But yeah, just because the hair is flawless, and yeah. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't use this one. Right? Cool. Point made. And if you are like in hoodie all the time and for like interviews and all that, and you are in the outfit that you will be presented in, which is not an issue, just take the hood off. If that's an option. Yeah. Maybe. That's just if I'm giving you the whole connotation of that, if you're looking for a job in France, that's not gonna work. If you're not looking for a job in France, you're good. I mean, it's gonna be easier. But right now, what's happening is you are looking down on me, on whoever is looking at the website. You have a hood on, and you're outside in the cold. It feels cold, not welcoming, and unsafe for some reason. Like, that's the connotation of that pic, which is sad, but it's the case. It's the hood, sadly. No choice with that. Anywho. That's good. I'm gonna come back to this. This is really good. I really think that the extension would be a better idea on hover to have like more leeway to move around, because otherwise it's really thin. The version 2 that you shared is okay as well. It works. The process is pretty good, just the it is not necessary, and the info is also pretty good. Like, I really like the style, the overall style of the website. I don't know if this is necessary at the top, but I'm guessing it's just for now, so we're good. The G on signature type thing at the bottom is pretty cool. This is something that a lot of designers have been starting to add to their portfolio. I feel like, personal take on this one, it might be better to have a G in ASCII / data effect to kind of get everything together. Yeah, I mean, it is. The process is basically agile methodologies, which is basically just common sense and thinking practices while working. Like, if you think, you research, you find something that is better, you think about it. You don't think, you research, you find something that doesn't work, you continue to design, and then you analyze it. No. Just common sense. You think about it, you find something, you research, you find something that's good, it's working, you design it, you're good, it doesn't work, you research again. It's just common sense. Anyways, saying there is grain. There is an animated grain in the background. Yeah, so I could say I see. Well, I say hi as well. I saw him on Twitter earlier today, as in, oh, he's still alive. Cool. Good. Good. I think the background in a pixelated way, kind of ASCII text effects could be really cool. Oh, god damn it. I mean, it's not a mistake. Someone robbed his house and took the dog. Of course he's getting a puppy. I mean, you are used to have a dog, the kids are used to have a dog, and then there is no more dog. You're getting a puppy. No choice. Also, robbers, fuck off. Getting the dog? What the fuck? Anyways. Let me just go back to 100% so that we have the full view. And let me get back to what I said. The layout is interesting, the content and concept is pretty good. The font is bad. I'm gonna go on that in a second. The picture is not the best. And I feel like the ASCII theme / dev related work is interesting. I don't know if it matched with you, but it's interesting. The reason why the font is bad is it's too thin. Like if I'm looking from here and you are on stream, so the screen itself is already smaller than what it's supposed to be. Yeah, hi, welcome in. How are you? How have you been? That, overall, is too thin, too small, too difficult to read, that font specifically. I really have a bit of a hard time with, that's a weird ass move on this prompter. Anyways, I really have a hard time with serif fonts on the web or on displays when they are not massive. So, like your think, research, design, analyze is okay if it was even bigger. Also, 1 second. Why? Why is that breaking? I see that the stream is kind of breaking on my phone, which is kind of bad. I thought I froze. I might froze again. Froze again, freeze again. You know that. Okay. You still have to learn so much. You one. The readability of this hello text at this size is, the first one is easier to read, right? Cool. They are currently 160 points. So the size doesn't matter. Two things in a row today. The second thing is, if I go with, I don't know, higher, for example, and I go with higher condensed, it may be complicated, more complicated, harder to read, just because of the type of fonts that it is. If I go with the one that is just above, right there, some people may have a bit of a hard time with serif fonts and not really understand that ligature here. Maybe that's an L and an F, and then two L's, so that's kind of weird. So maybe that's a T and an F and an E and two L's and an O. The base on the font itself is kind of complicated. Serif fonts in general have a bit of a, yes, also that. Serif fonts have a bit of a higher tendency to get like weird readings, mainly because they have, well, the serifs. So, Mano, hi, welcome on in. How are you? How have you been? Just because I don't want the holder to become big. I don't know. I'm gonna rephrase what I said, maybe. Potentially, and I don't know if that's the case. Potentially, here, Yeah, no, you can't change the font style, the font family from a Framer website, which is kind of sad. I do get it. Yeah, I would go with that. I don't have that font installed. It doesn't exist. It's not a font I know. But yeah, having it bigger is going to be easier to read. That's the main point. And then having as I said, because I think the initial content underneath each of the titles should be more descriptive, it would be better. What else do they display? Because that's also a thing. Yeah, God. It's a viable font. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say the thing that I say every time that I'm looking at Envato specifically or Creative Market for fonts. The presentation of the fonts, in the image and the posters and marketing images are how the author and the creator of the fonts think the font should be used. So, if you are looking at this, or this, or this, or this, you may have a bit of a realization of how it is used. The only place where it's used as text is for something about grace, about artistic dances, art in general, and even then I don't like it. But most of the time it's mostly for title and subtitles. Big titles. Like, this one is weird, but that's just an artistic decision. And then here, big title, and then you have the subtitles there. So the main point for me is that it's not necessarily used for the text and the body of the text, and you're currently using it as the body of the text, kinda, roughly, not entirely. Like this is not there. Wrong button. Like it's, yeah, I know it's under construction. Yeah, I think you need the arc in the content. That's my take. Yeah, that's about it. I think you need some arc in the understanding. Other than that, I'm gonna reiterate. The concept is interesting. The execution is pretty good. The font is bad for me. It doesn't mean that it is bad for everyone. And the picture is bad for me. Like it me as a hiring person, I'm not gonna hire you with that picture. No picture is good. That picture, nah. And then I'm seeing this now because I'm on this page. That, no. If you can use tabular numbers for this, like monospace fonts for the time, that would help you to not have the jiggly thing that happens when you go from 0 to 1 or something like this. Yeah, do that. Tabular numbers as a decoration would be way appreciated to not have that movement here. But other than that, you're good. Other than that, the thing is interesting. I do have concern on the effectiveness of this portfolio, mainly because when I'm arriving on the page for the first time, I don't know what I can do, and my initial thinking is going to be, oh, I can scroll, because that's the header. And I'm going to attempt to scroll, see that nothing happened, scroll horizontally to see if something happened, nothing happened. And then maybe I'm going to hover things and click on work and see something open. So what I may say is that it would be better to load the website with the work open. And then if the person click back on work, it close backs. But as a default state, work open, so that they kind of understand that they can click on the things to see more and extend and navigate. But if you arrive here as a hiring person that doesn't have any time to look at every portfolio ever, I arrive here, I try to scroll, nothing happened, I'm saying that it's broken, I leave the website. I don't even move the mouse. Like I'm probably going to load something and start scrolling. So if I load something, see that there is work, and then have the flash ass, big ass thing in my head, cool. But having it open is going to help you to potentially get some work. Some of the things that we said multiple times in references, if you have previews of the work when you arrive on the site, even if it's not clickable, it's gonna retain the user at a greater percentage than if you didn't have it. So here I have these carousels that just showcase some of the things that I worked on. Cool. It's not clickable, and then if you continue scrolling, then and only then do you have like some work. But if the user just load the page for the first time, they see this, and they see something and they are intrigued, and then maybe they try to click on it, maybe they continue scrolling because they are interested in that. Denny, hi. Good evening. How is you? How's everything? Click on that, Denny. No, not that. The Pornhub comment. Sorry, that's the PH comment. So that's gonna be the take. Yeah. If you want to have a loading with your project, if that's the thing that you have like enough bandwidth and loading speed to have like the smallest, lightest files possible of images to load through, then yeah, that could be good. That could work. Something like the ammo. Hey, not that, but like something like this, kind of. This is just crazy. Just don't do that. Ammo is crazy. That shouldn't exist. The sound. But that loading animation though is amazing. But yeah, if it's the palm shred animation, that could be good. Yes. That ammo writing is just so good. Yes. Other than that, there is so much sound everywhere. God damn it. Sorry, I'm just pissed off at this website every time. But for references, please take a look, have a look, get a bit of a look around. Ammo is pretty. And then the appear is debatable. It's a very simple thing to do though. In Framer to have that like letters animation. I should have it on the rest, but I didn't. It's a per word transition, and then it just load the thing, which is pretty good. But yeah, it's enough. I like this. I like this transition, blur effect, bitch ass, useless header. You know why I like it? Because we have it at the bottom of the app for real. So yeah, that thing. I'm kind of sad about that number though. It's 80. Yeah, so you were there, Grizz. You were you were here earlier this morning, and now you're not, which is fine. And you left a comment because you shared the comment on Discord. And then, yeah. Like, these comments don't show through, which is kind of sad. But also, I don't know who you are, Dinesh, but congrats on the successful beta testing with over 1,000 active users. It sounds like a copy paste of what I wrote in my message, which is kind of interesting. And also the @Gabe, which is the unter, but not the creator. So it's weird to me that they add the unter and not the creator. Anyways, I don't care. And these have been posted 4 hours ago, and I just see them now for the first time. It's crazy because I saw this one 3 hours ago, but not these two. Maybe there is like some sort of a, how do you say that? Admin things. What do you want me to do with person on mobile? What you talking about, Stony? It's kind of weird. Anyways, it's fine. But yeah, you were here, like right there, and you're not anymore, which is kind of sad. Oh, you have no mobile design for the person page. It's the same as the, I mean, the person page is the same as the movie or media page, so it should be the same. Also, why the fuck is my, oh, it's because of you. Sorry, I forgot that ammo is just, and we have 8,500 F-bombs in the chat. Good job. Chris, hi, welcome back. It is feasible. So Chris on YouTube is asking if it's feasible to do a game in Framer. It is not entirely in Framer though, but yes. But it is feasible, yes. Just boring. And you can't do like a very complex game, but you could probably run Doom in there, mainly because you can have, also we have SADS, GS. You can run shaders and you can run custom embed frames. So you can 100% have a game somewhere, like a Flash game, hosted somewhere that is just displayed in an iframe. So, yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me get a look at that. Um, Also, before I move on to something different, the base of, I should have moved on to the other fucking page. Sorry about that. The base of the mobile section 501 is basically this. I mean, this is the saved things nonetheless, but that's the same idea. It's the same concept, because on desktop, maybe on dark mode for you, on desktop, fuck. On desktop it is the same. It is the same page, and the only thing that changes is the content. Therefore, I think on mobile it should be the same. The main difference is going to be these buttons are not going to be there or necessary, and then the content underneath is going to be the list of things that the person is linked to. So if I go on here, on the desktop version, you can see that the displayed for like a show or something, and the display for an actor is the same. It's just like the content of that card at the top has more lines of text. So I could say something. I don't like it, therefore I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But you just have the informations that you currently have, like it's the same layouts at the top, and then you have known for the main 3, 5, 15, I don't know how much you want to have, and then the list of things in lines of text. That's where we are. You also have the play now button on most of these when you have or own the media. And so on mobile, it's going to be the exact same thing, as in you will have that. It's just the same lines of text underneath in a vertical stack manner. So yeah, it's the same thing. I guess the only thing that I could tell you as a difference is gonna be this. On mobile, we kind of stripped down most of the content at the top because we didn't want to have the thing too annoying. And the content that is here is basically the content that is here. So that might need a bit of a redesign thing. So if you need help on that specifically, once you have the base, I can take a look. But before that, it's the same page. So yeah, that's about it. That's about it. This is pretty good. What did you share? Oh, that is not TOS friendly, Lenny. Yeah. Give me some feedback on that, or some details, Benny, on that thing. I don't think it would match with you specifically. Right. This, I basically just used AI to generate this, Chris. That's that's what I did. And this is the icon kit that I've built, which I shared last time you were in chat. Last week, I think. And Stony has been requesting this website for a year now. So now that I have a teeny tiny amount of time and a teeny tiny amount of knowledge of how things are made, I just did that, which is still bad, but it works. And it's a good starting point for me to just have the basics. And the search works still. Morton, hi. Welcome on in. It's just like... this is React. As far as I know, with TypeScript. I mean, React and using TypeScript. I don't fucking know. I don't know dev. The pants are good, yes. Would it match with you? I don't know. These are some of the most annoying pants type to wear. These are the one that you don't want to be in an environment where you need to pee. Because you need to take off that button and then the button that is on the other side inside and then the zipper, and then you can do your things. It's just annoying. But if it's just for a night out, it's a classy outfit, yes, that's fine. But it is annoying. It is annoying. You don't need to button up the inside. Usually, what happens with mine is that usually I'm taking it off half of the way through. As in the beginning, I haven't eaten, so I'm still slim and I'm fine. It's all good. And then after some drinks and some food and some things, I'm gonna pee, and then I'm not gonna button up the inside. It's gonna stand fine and be good. But yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. The color of the shirt is really good. It's a linen-ish type, like silk-ish, not silk type shirt, which is pretty neat. The green is really good. It is coated with a lot of things, and then the loafers is just the worst shoes ever. So that, I understand why you don't like it. But yeah, overall the outfit is okay. I'm not the biggest fan of tucked in shirts like this. I like, brace yourself, KK&J is with some of the things that I use to tuck my shirts in, and they are tucked differently. They are tucked on the socks. That's what we do. And that is a way to ensure that your shirt never bulk up at the top and give you like a bit of a muffing things. And that guy specifically will have that here after he reached for something untucked. You go to the bathroom, you retuck, you're good, and then you sit down untucked. You stand up, flaring out, annoying. You get these, not sponsored, I should, and you get basically ensured that the shirt is always going to stand in. And so you have two styles. You have the ankle styles, which I don't like. I feel like they are kind of weird and they feel weird. And you have these, which are basically going to stay forever because they are tucked and linked to your socks. So unless your socks break, you're good. It's a bit weird to take it off if you are going home with someone else. Just saying that. But it's good. It's a nice thing. It's a nice thing. And it's the invert of straps. Nonetheless, details. So yeah, that outfit is pretty good. I don't know if Hunter has more things. I think that is more you. That top right there is going to be more associated with you and how I see some of the things that you have. And you may be like, it's really the same shit. I'm more of this style, which is a half size, but yeah, this is really connoted right American white person. But he do have this a similar, like all of the fits so far are the exact same. These are the entry level fits. This one is different, and this one is interesting-ish, but this is more of a poolside vacation like things, mainly because of the shorts, obviously. But yeah, he does love his loafers, which is not good. Loafers and shorts, no. No. You need like sandals or sneakers. Yeah, that's much better. Good job. These, no, because these ones are probably going to be more expensive. But yeah. Nonetheless, these shorts options are, yeah, debatable. I mean, the red one is pretty okay. That shirt is good. That could work for you. The shirt, polo-ish type of thing. Not the shorts. I don't think shorts are your things. I doubt it. I don't know. That's the other one. Yeah, that's another option. Similar, yes. No. You said 18, which is this one. Yes, that works. So polo textures, interesting, similar like chino pants. I think you may be better with a chino trousers, pants, jeans than the other hunter things. But these are so highly connoted with a specific side of the people, users, persons, things. It is more for go everywhere, still clean things. It is a very conservative style, which is the old money style, which is extremely conservative. Which is fine to have. It's good to know where you stand with the fashion that you have. So, things. I'm thinking. There is one guy that I used to follow. I mean, I still follow him on YouTube, probably. Though the name I have met, that came in my head, that's not the case. You will not stand out. So let me take that sentence. Exactly what I'm trying to pull off. Go everywhere. Yes. And always stand out? No. Everyone is exactly dressed like this right now. Specifically in the everywhere that you want to go in, all the guys are dead. So, yeah, flannel shirts and jeans. It's the classic ones. I don't think it's matte, because if I tap matte, I'm gonna have matte versus Japan. There's this guy that has like a ton of things. This guy has a lot of really standout pieces. Is it achievable for you? I don't know. As in, comfortable in the type. I'm looking for a specific. I feel like he probably stopped to do some videos at some points, mainly for reasons. But he has this guy right there, Brock, not Matt. Brock, same name. That guy specifically is doing on TikTok. That's where I'm seeing him most of the time. Challenges of having combo of colors and pulling it off in a way that makes sense. So that person have been requesting like pink and brown, which just doesn't match together. And so the goal was to basically have that combo at the end. So he's going with something that is a bit more adventurous, I would say, with these shoes. But overall, there is something about the fits that kind of makes more sense and will get you everywhere and stand out because it's different. These are just crazy, but as a reference, I think that could be good. Pick Curry? I don't. What do you mean you also picked Curry? So that one interesting potentially as a overall style. Yeah, I mean this is the point of his channel, having like weird ass fits based on specific things. Like you can go with that maybe. Yeah, that also helps. I agree. But there is a ton of learning and understanding of how fits work, and think that just helps you to kind of grasp a bit better how you can style things and have accessories and layers to get a fit that makes more sense. But obviously there are things that you will not like when it comes to what that person is creating, but they might have things that you're like, oh, that's an interesting fit overall. I might not have a shirt that is that flashy, and I may go for something that is more like silent, quieter, not that loud as a color scheme, but the fit overall is like a skinny-ish straight pants with leather-ish shiny shoes and a leather jacket, and then you just have like a black belt and a shirt. Maybe that works for you, and that's enough. That's a good thing. But you have like that base as a reference. Nonetheless, take a look at that person on their content, and Brock also has a ton of other fashion tips. Apparently, from what I'm looking at, there is a ton of other things than what he used to do. The reason that might not apply to you though. The reason why I found him in the first place was because he is tiny. I think he's 5'6", which is my height. So 160, 170 centimeters tall. So that is one of the reasons why I found him, because it's just like it helps. I'm tiny, he's tiny. I can see, as I said last Friday, I can see body shape, style, and how things fit. And that's how I discovered KK&J with him. Anyways, in there is a ton of things that will explain how things should be fitted and how things could be put together to make more sense for your overall style. And there is a ton of like full design from specific places. Suit Supply is one of them that happens in a ton of videos because they sponsored a lot of YouTubers at some point. But overall, like most of them are gonna have like a ton of pretty simple suits, and I feel like for you at that instant, you're looking into suits to get something that is clean, still fashionable, but not that much. So yeah. Yes. So I'm I'm gonna go back to Pinterest because that is the place where we had like the most presentation. If I'm going back into the men's fashion outfit night out, I guess you will have, and this is more, let's say, classy, just for the reference. I feel like this is more or less going to be what you are kind of looking for with these pants and the overall fashions. These references are going to be what most men, as of right now, are going for in a classy / elegant environment. So you are going to be not standing out because everyone else is going to do the exact same thing that you are currently doing. The reason why I'm saying this is because you currently are you are at the beginning of your fashion interest. And these styles, which are styles that I had at some point, happen at the beginning of the fashion interest. So, standing out in terms of with the same style as everyone else, but standing out because it's more elegant, that is gonna come with how fitted the clothes are to you specifically. So if you have something that is a bit tight, this is kind of AI generated though, but if you have something that is a bit tight, that might stand out more for some people or less for some people. It really depends. And the standing out part is basically on anyone else's mind, but not yours. Like, you don't define if you stand out. It's, does this piece stand out for that person? That's it, which is not you. Like, this is fitted. It accentuates the proportion of that person to give them a thinner waist. So, yes, no, kinda touched up clothes. Yes, tailored is touched up, but tailored is usually used for thin down or closer to the body tailored, whereas touched up might mean a hem at the hem at the ham is a bit a hem at the beginning of the pants to just cuff the pants in a better way to fit or fall exactly where you need them to fall, as that you can see the ankles a teeny tiny bit but not too much. That maybe you need to have like the shoulders bring up a tad for that garment. I don't know, I'm just giving you examples. It doesn't necessarily mean being tighter to the body, tailored. But yes, tailoring is pretty good. The thing is, it might shalt become expensive. It's not that expensive, but if you go through your entire wardrobes at once, it becomes expensive. And then if you do the tailoring, as in closer to the body, and then you take on some muscle, you need to buy the shirts again. So that is one of the reasons why tailoring is sometimes not the best option based on your physical goals. If you know that you're gonna take on some size, you can look good in a wider outfit. That is some of the reason why you can see at the top, like a lot of people are going with the oversized-ish. This is an ad for Uniqlo, obviously, like oversized-ish shirts, as in the midsection, it's a bit wider in the arm. It's a bit tighter, which is the type of shirt that I usually go for. But the pants is really like wide so that you can take on some mass in the legs department, and then you can show the arms, which stand out. But this is a classic current fashion for men. So if you go with that, you're gonna not stand out. That is my take. So the regular, like, tapered look, which works, is very simple. Like having a fashion sense. Like Tom right now is dressed, as in someone else dressed him. He didn't. He didn't make the choices. He has someone that dresses him when he goes out. That's usually what happens when you have somebody. Nonetheless, if you look at the fit itself and how it is, it's not that close to the body, but it's not that wide either. It has extremely close to the neck and to the arms, but the rest of the top is really loose. I mean, really loose. It is loose. It's not that loose, but it's really loose. And then you have the waist that has like an elastic-ish band, which is tapered, which gives you the impression that the shoulders are wider than the waist, which is the case with Tom. He has like big-ass shoulders. And then the pants are straight, kind of slimmed around the ankles, but not that much. And that has been tailored, yes. But what makes this outfit good? It fits his body. It fits in a monochromatic way, meaning that black and that black are the same, and that black is almost the same. Like it's something that makes sense. It is simple, and what stands out is not the outfit. It's the face. That's what make the outfit good. As it's done. The rest is really simple and really minimalistic. So you could go into some research of minimalistic or minimal fashion, and you will have like a ton of them, like very similar, black, or beige, gray, like this. What makes it good? Proportions. Works with the person, like the shoulders are tight because I have shoulders, and then the waist tight as well, so gives you that illusion. And yeah, but most of the overall minimalistic outfit which works are gonna have like some sort of a monochromatic pattern, color palettes, like these grays, all of that. And that's something that we call color blocking. When you have that is color blocking, top bottom, and then you have a piece that is in between at the top usually. So if you go black, white, gray, that makes sense. If you go with a brown green, you have something that is a bit brighter around the head, so the white t-shirt at the top. These things just come with the time. But I feel like you will mostly go for something like this or this-ish. This one is a bit more me than you. Something like this could work, I feel like, from your interests. But yeah, it's a matter of proportion. Again, from what I said on Friday, the better you understand how you're supposed to be showcasing your good points. I can't say that. They might make sense, might not make sense. But yeah. Yeah. That's the thing that Tim said. I mean, not Tim said that. Yes, I can. It's 49 bucks. The thing is, it's French. That's sad. It feels the same as this one, to be honest. Right? And this one is, well, it's the same. It's currently sold for 39 instead of 49. So what that means is that this specific sweater, right? I don't know if you can tell, but it's the same, sold by two different companies. Therefore, what does that mean? That means this thing, exactly this, is coming from somewhere else. As in, there is probably somewhere in AliExpress, like here, that has the exact same thing. And if you find it on AliExpress somewhere, you may find it for the real price, which is probably $2. Like this one has buttons, so it's different. It's not the exact same picture. But this is the initial picture that we saw on the other side. And this one is the brown one that we saw a second ago. Same exact picture, 18 bucks. Cool, 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 cool. So know that. Know that. If you find something, Google image search first, find it on AliExpress, and then buy it there. God damn, that's a big ass link. But yeah, like both of these other brands were selling it for $49.39, and then you get it at the regular price of 18 bucks. And AliExpress is already more expensive than how much they buy it for. So if you go then on Alibaba to find the exact same thing, you will find it to the right price. The thing is, on Alibaba, you are gonna need to buy 1,000 piece, which is not what you want. But you know, it happens. This username did not exist. Welcome on in. How are you? How have you been? Welcome back. So that, right? That is good to know. Nonetheless, minimalistic is going to be pretty good. That top piece is interesting because of texture. And so that's one way to... I'm going to start speaking like a fashion guru. Elevate your style by having some textures in the fit itself. Like if I had that thing at the top, sweater on top, but plain with no stripes, it might not be as good. If I have the texture, then it's interesting. Yes. I mean, the French companies are buying them from the Chinese website already and then reselling them to you for 59 bucks. Like this one is probably going to be same thing, 12 bucks somewhere on AliExpress. Right, you know. So, right, same thing here. God damn. That website is kind of bad. Nonetheless, this is more or less what you're looking for. As of right now, I feel like there is a ton of options you could attempt. I feel like the experiment of suits is going to be pretty useful in the beginning. You kind of need to. And then move to something that is a bit more crazy in a way. I love cheap clothes as well. It's just, when you find something that is cheap, that fits you, that works, and it just breaks in 2 weeks, then you buy the same version of the thing but more expensive or better quality, and then you good, the thing stays with you. But if you buy something cheap and it's still with you, as in this bitch ass thing has 8 years now, still with me. The high quality material is also made in China. Don't worry about that. And the difference is not much. It's just the brand. Yeah. And it's still good. It's still in good shape and it's still nice. I was about to show you something and now my brain went somewhere else. Where? I guess. Some of the video that we talked about and some of the thing that we shared as well, where you kind of talked about this a bit of having like a wardrobe that is interchangeable. God damn it. That is a thing that is pretty useful and pretty interesting and necessary to have. This video specifically has a pretty good understanding of how to get like a ton of options by just having pieces that just work and can just switch things. He does have in here a ton of pieces, right? There is, if I'm going back to this, bitch, this, you may not have that many pants, okay? Maybe not. You can try to start with like one casual or one that is at the middle in between casual and classy, and it's not like high fashion formal wear. So like something like this. Then like in the middle, like a blue jean or a gray jean would work. I used to have like a gray pair of jeans that I wear almost every day because it just works with everything. Nonetheless, you may not have all of that. And when we go into the future or the rest of that specific video, you have like a ton of options with things that will work, so on and so forth. Tops and bottom, like you can switch things is the idea. There's a ton of people that are doing or giving you the exact same advice with suits, as saying that you need like a light color suit, a dark color suit, and a colored suit. So the light color is going to be a cream or a beige, and which is kind of the same thing. The dark is going to be a navy or black, and the other ones is just the extravagant one, which is usually brown or pink. That is the truth. You get a full suit, like pants, shirt, blazer, full suit, and then you can swap things around and have basically 16, 20 outfits difference because you just interchange things. Nonetheless, it's the same concept from that video from Tim that is applied to everything. I currently have a rotation of 4 pairs of pants. And the one that I'm wearing the most is my jogging pants because I'm laying around at home and going to the gym with them. That's about it. Most of my pants are still in Japan. So that's the thing. Most of my cool fashion stuff are still in Japan. So I need to go back there if I don't want to buy them again. But, you know, that. If you know a brand that does something that you like. You like the fit, you like the color, you like how it works with you, you like how you can mix it with other things, but it's a bit expensive. There might be something else or a duplicate somewhere from a cheaper brand that has the same thing that you can afford or you want to afford, or we can just buy the expensive one once and then you're good. So, you know, I think I showed you this brand in the past. They have way too expensive things. And I have way too many things from them. And all of that is in Japan. So that's good to me. But most of these are going to be functional, not necessarily like the most classy things, but it can look good in any situation. So these new styles of pants kind of make sense. Terrakin, hi, welcome on. Goddamn. How are you? Yeah, sometimes I just go into stores. I mean, in Japan, basically what happened. I went into a store once and I found a jacket and I thought it was cool. So I tried it on. And because it was my first time in Japan, I didn't really understand the price conversion. So she said something and I was like, oh yeah, cool, that's cheap. And I thought the jacket was like 180 and it was 1,800. But I still bought the thing because I thought it was 180. And at the time I didn't speak Japanese. It was like in 2019. And afterward I just asked my ex how much it was, and she looked at me like, why? That happened. And then after that I just I went back to the store and I found more stuff that I like. And I bought more stuff that I like. Nah. I like the coat. I like it. I don't think they have it still. And also it was a bit more like unique piece in leather, all of that, but I mean, basically it's this one. But they used to have it on in a different color. But yeah. It works. It's fine. And now I have 3 jackets from them. I'm looking at the longer ones from them because they have the kind of my gray coat, which I use and have most of the time. They also have like similar coats, and some of them are really good. I had like a guy in Japan that had one of them in front of me, and it's nice looking. It's way too expensive. I will buy one though, but it's way too expensive. Anyways, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I'm usually, when I'm looking for fashion stuff, I usually am in that department of techwear, because techwear is just functional first, extremely useful, and then it can look good if you basically like fit it properly. So shit like this I want it. I want it so bad. It doesn't exist anymore because it's this 2017 collection, and the new version is shit. But yeah. Good. Yeah. If it works, if it fits you and you like it, it seems that the shoulders are pretty good. I mean, it's the person itself that happens. You have a double flaps, which is good for the wind, and they are like Canadian, so that might be good. And they have the warmth index in there to help you. If I'm guessing these are some of the -5, -20 degrees rated type of things to ensure that you have warmth but still slim. So yeah. I mean, as I said, the one that I have, which is from Reigns, which doesn't exist anymore, but it's kind of still there. Oh, sir. Well, whatever. I think they don't have it. Also, the one that I have is a pre-production unit, so that doesn't help, but it's probably something like this. This is one, I'm going to use that as an example. This is one that is rated for -5, and it is kind of made in Denmark-ish things, so it works for colder weather. When I have mine, I do not have anything other than a shirt underneath. Like a t-shirt is enough, and I am sweating. And I usually have it open because it's too fucking hot. And it's waterproof, which is good. So, yeah. That. Grace, I haven't recommended a font because I don't know what type of font would work other than Fira code based on the design of the site, and you could go for something that is a bit more weird, similar to what I have here. Put something like this in the middle for some elements because you like your serifs. Could work. You know, could work. And this is the instrument serif regular, which is in, I think, Framer as a default. And then I'm using Saroshi for the rest. But yeah. Simple stuff. I need to have like the instrument thing to be here on like interest and basics and understand, right? All right. If you love your serifs, just use it bigger. Like fast serif, not that thin. That's my main point. Anyways. That is going to be more of the style that I'm going to have personally. Just because it works for me more than the rest. And it just makes sense. Like it's interesting. It's simple. It like these things, it makes sense to me. I don't know if I have my pink one here. I doubt it. And now that I said that, I'm gonna check. 1 second. I don't have it. I don't have it. But it's coming from United Arrows. Which is one of the interesting fashion brand in Japan, but it's the same thing. United Arrows is kind of behind, or fast retailers behind it, which fast retailers behind Uniqlo and other brands in Japan. So most of the time they have like interesting pieces and not that expensive, kind of expensive still, but it's the type of thing that you may be interested in as well in terms of style. So can't see much. Nonetheless, I'd go with that. God damn it, that's an ad again. No, it's not that loud. It's not that loud when I'm speaking. That's the main thing. That is the main point. I don't even know if I have like the levels. Can do that. Good. God damn it. Well, still 11th. We're at the bottom of the list. That is kind of sad. That's what happened when you don't have a massive community behind it when you are launching. Yeah. See, the other two messages that we also, god damn it, why does it work now? I don't know. The other two messages that we saw a second ago are not there. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. There was like two other fucking... Also, the hunter has butchered the name of the app. Right there. I get it. Because autocorrection of your keyboard is gonna replace can as kana. Yes, makes sense. But goddamn. Anyways, I need to pee. 1 second. Mm-hmm. This is the end. That's kind of sad. Sorry, the end of the bottles We need to cheers because, you know, the app is released. So that happened. But yeah, I don't have any more. I mean, I don't have any more. I don't have much more bottles. Bottle, not butthole. But yeah, cheers to you. I mean, cheers to me, but cheers to you. Thank you for helping with everything. And good job on the mod. That is good. You didn't see shit. It's fine. What was I about to say? What was I about to say? Dang. That is the reason why we are cheering, but also this. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. You know what? I know I don't like it. That's more realistic. I think the line picker should be a segment control, like the style picker. Right? That seems like a pretty good thing to say. As always, I don't really understand why and how when I say at the beginning of the chat that I'm not a dev and I don't need the explanation because I don't understand what you're saying. Here, every time, at some point, the AI decide to say, "Oh, you know what? You might need the explanation now." After X amount of time, and yeah, just makes no sense. So these width thingy that they are just trying to reintroduce, not good. The padding of theorems, we said that we don't want that. And then the color scheme, we said that we don't want that. Same thing here. Kinda want to keep that. And we kind of want to keep the header 100%. Color will stay the same. I need to change of color. It's going to stay the same. I keep that. Then need to change something else. No. Yay. Much better. That whole thing needs to have a bit less padding around it. So I guess the header padding at